Sicily may be the small island on the toe of Italy's boots, but it's got a lot of kick when it comes to culture and cuisine. Positioned between Africa and Europe, it's been influenced by both East and West, over the years ruled by the Arabs, the Greeks and the Spanish. And with all those different cultures came lots of different foods. So this week I'm on a mission to search the island for the ingredients and recipes of its colorful past. Leaving the west coast, I'm heading south to a town which has been the home of Sicilian chocolate making for the last 400 years. Now, on to Modica. Modica is part of the Val di Noto, a group of 8 cities rebuilt in 1693 after a devastating earthquake. Designed in the late baroque style of the day, Modica is nestled high in the hillside. But it's not just beauty that puts it on the map. As Sicily was often the first port of call for traders from the Americas, it fast became, and still is, the island's chocolate capital. Antica Dolceria Bonaiuto is the oldest chocolate shop in Sicily, opened by Francesco Bonaiuto back in 1880, and it still is run by the same family, 6 generations later. With world-famous clients today like Dolce & Gabbana, this is chocolate with a difference. So I'm really excited to meet manager Pierpaolo and learn what makes it so special. So Pierpaolo, what's the difference between normal chocolate and the chocolate from Modica?
Well, here in Modica, chocolate arrived during the 16th century. It's very few ingredients, no additives, no cocoa butter, nor soy lecithin, nor milk, like other chocolate.
So what kind of ingredients do you use?
Only cocoa seeds, sugar, and just a little bit of spices, all natural flavors.
Pierpaolo explains chocolate starts with the cocoa fruit. Inside are cocoa beans, which are roasted and peeled to get cocoa nibs. And when these are ground, you get cocoa mass. Only when sugar is added does this become chocolate. I didn't know that. See, in life you live and learn. I had no idea about that. I think this is cool. Okay, enough of the talk now. I'm salivating. Let me try some chocolate.
Okay, this one is the traditional one, the cinnamon one.
Okay.
And now we work at 45 degrees Celsius, so the sugar never melts inside.
Grainy, not fattening, quite light. It's like a light chocolate.
Yes, because there is only the fat naturally contained in the seeds. Usually in the normal chocolate, industrial chocolate, they add more fat.
Right. And what about this one?
Those are typical biscuits from Modica. The name is panatilli, directly from the Spanish word empanadas, empanadillas.
Okay.
Try it.
They feel quite light. I'm gonna open one. I'm gonna go for it.
So what's inside?
I know that it's chocolate and it's very light. The pastry is very light. Man, I have no idea what is inside. Come on, what is inside?
Well, are made with chocolate and beef meat inside.
Beef?
Chocolate and beef inside.
Interesting. I can taste the beef, I'm gonna be very honest. I can taste chocolate and it's very spongy and light.
Yes, there is cinnamon inside, almonds, eggs, nutmeg, but about 40% is beef meat.
That's amazing. I love it. Okay, enough of the tasting. I know they set the chocolate by shaking it into the mold by hand. So as I need to burn off some calories, it's time for me to get my chocolate groove on. Okay, rhythm, rhythm. And oh, I see. You need to use the feet as well. And voila! How did I do? Am I good?
Perfect.
Can I have a job here?
Why not?
Yeah? 10,000 euro per day.
Why not?
Really?
Chocolate is a great business.
Well, listen, we got a deal. We got a deal. I'll be starting to work here for 10,000 euro a day.
Thank you.
New job in the bag, I'm back on the road. I'm loving discovering these new flavors I've never tasted before. Beef in chocolate, now that's one to remember. Sicily is surprising me at every turn. And it's not just the food, it's everywhere I look. Amongst hillside villages and sprawling vineyards are also ancient ruins from the days the Greeks ruled the island. The Valley of the Temples in Agrigento is one of the world's most important archaeological sites. Founded as a Greek colony in the 6th century BC, it was once the fourth largest city in the known world, and today is Sicily's single biggest tourist attraction. This Temple of Concord is still standing proud, even though it was built 2,445 years ago. This is something you don't see every day. Each temple had its own use, and the Temple of Juno here was where the locals would get married. Forget the town halls in the UK. Can you imagine getting married here? Continuing my journey onwards, I'm on the hunt for more Sicilian food. I've heard about a very special person in another of Val di Noto's baroque cities. Celebrated as one of the best pastry chefs in all of Italy, he can be found in his cafe in Noto. Corrado Assenza is the fourth generation in his family to run Caffè Sicilia, which opened in 1892. As a chef, he is famous for his creative use of flavors and experimental approach to traditional Sicilian desserts. Although Italy has many sweet treats, the Sicilian ones owe their origins to the invading Arab and African influences. So expect candied fruits, pistachios and dates, as well as spices like cinnamon and cloves. Once Corrado's finished for the day, I'm honored to taste some of his creations. Tell me about the tradition of the cassata.
The first thing is that cassata means culture.
Culture.
And in cassata you can find everything from Sicily that belong to agriculture, because there is the camon, the pistachio, the ricotta from sheep milk, and the combination, the citrus plant, the orange on top. Sicily is a beautiful place for citrus plants.
I love it because the sugar came through after. I felt the almonds, definitely the orange, and I really felt the ricotta.
If I add more sugar to the combination of all the ingredients in cassata,
You're gonna ruin it.
I kill it.
Don't do anything. Please don't touch this recipe because it's perfect.
Be sure at the moment we have arrived to the perfection.
I think you got it. I think you got it.
I get it.
Another treat Sicily is famous for is the palate-cleansing ice dessert, granita. Can you tell me the tradition of granita?
Arab people bring granita to Sicily and they store in the cave of the mountain the snow.
So snow. They used to do this with snow.
And after, during the summertime, the use of this ice with the flavor from the flowers, from the fresh citrus fruits, begin the history of granita.
I know that you like to experiment with flavors. What I'm eating here?
This is a granita made for the combination between fresh strawberry and fresh tomato.
Tomato and strawberry.
Together. If the combination is perfect, in your palate, in your moment, in this moment, you have something that seems to belong to a green apple taste.
No.
That's true.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? And I promise, this is the truth. As I was eating, I had the feeling of apples. I'm serious, eh?
I'm serious
I'm
too.
serious. I wanted to say apple.
The success of the recipe is when I choose the strawberry and I choose the tomatoes, I smell it, I don't taste it, I just smell and have the possibility to understand that together arrive the right flavor, the apple,
That's
green
true.
apple.
Depending on how it's made and which part of the island you are on, granita is either smooth or grainy, but always refreshing. Corrado, salute to you, your cassata, your granita, and your family.
To have you here.
And
Thank
your
you
family.
so much
The
for
pleasure is
coming.
all mine.
It's mine pleasure.
Today, I'm continuing my journey exploring the island of Sicily. Leaving the coastal road, I'm now heading inland and getting closer to the most famous lady on the island, known for her fiery temper, Mount Etna. As the tallest volcano in Europe and one of the most active in the world, this natural wonder not only dominates this area with her size and power, she also affects the type of food grown in her surrounding soil. And there is one crop in particular the area is renowned for. So I'm paying a visit to a farm at Etna's base in the town of Jarre. Citrus plants were introduced to this area by the Arabs in the 9th century, and the crop flourished in this unique environment. Nicknamed the Lemon Riviera, for centuries Sicily was the world's leading producer and exporter of the fruit. And today the island still supplies 90% of all the lemons used in Italy. Sisters Vera and Saria invited me to their farm Agriturismo San Leonardello and their citrus orchards. So tell me, how important is to have Etna so close to you?
Etna is important for the fertility of the soil. There are a lot of minerals. This is good for our lemon, oranges, mandarins, clementines, so you can have a good production.
Are you not scared to have a live volcano just around the corner from you guys?
No. No, because we love Etna. Etna is for us nature, as the sea, as the sun, as the sky. Is life for this part of the Sicily.
So you got all these lemons and oranges. What do you do with it?
We sell them and we make organic marmalade and a beautiful limoncello.
I love limoncello. I want to try some limoncello. Come on.
Okay, Gino, come with me.
Okay. As Vera explained, volcanic rocks create some of the best soil because they have a wide variety of minerals which quickly break down into the soil. Although lemons are grown all over Italy, the Sicilian ones pack a punch with their intense sharpness, which contrasts well with the sugar in condiments and liqueurs. So girls, what have we got here?
This is our lemon marmalade. I suggest to test with the Sicilian pecorino.
Lemon and pecorino? I never
Yes.
tried that before.
What do you think?
Buona. I thought that the lemon would be sweeter, but it's not too sweet. It's nice, nice flavor coming through. Nice. I like the combination with the pecorino. And this
Okay,
one?
now we try the marmalade of kumquat with the buffalo mozzarella.
Ah, buffalo mozzarella.
Buffalo mozzarella, yes.
See, now I come from Napoli, where the original buffalo mozzarella comes from. So I never had a Sicilian buffalo mozzarella either. So.
It's nice.
It's interesting.
Yes.
See, I always say that buffalo mozzarella shouldn't go with anything, but it works. I think as an appetizer, quite nice. What about this one?
It's the marmalade of orange.
These are organic?
Yes, all organic.
We only use the fruit and organic sugar.
I don't usually like orange marmalade because it always tastes quite synthetic, but this is fresh, not very sweet. I love it. Okay, let's do some drinking. This is the famous limoncello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Limoncello is a modern Italian tradition made with just the zest of unwaxed lemons, sugar, alcohol and water. This sweet liqueur has become the perfect digestive. I am impressed. This is good. Girls, I see that you got lemons there. Can I use them for my next recipe?
Of course.
I'm inspired by the freshness of Sicily's produce, the history of its recipes and its mind-blowing flavors. So I'm staying right here on the farm to cook a thank you dinner for the sisters. Now that I have my lemons, I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful lemon risotto with mascarpone cheese and fresh prawns. Start by gently softening 2 finely chopped shallot onions in some olive oil. Now, once the onions are ready, what you have to do to get the perfect bite for the risotto, you must toast the rice. I'm using carnaroli rice. You can use arborio rice, but I think the carnaroli works absolutely beautiful because it gets nice and creamy. So the rice goes in and toast everything together for about a minute. To measure the rice is very, very simple. Use 1.5 handful per person, and you will never go wrong. Now, rice in there, make sure you mix everything together into the oil. What you can see, after a couple of minutes, the rice gets all nice and translucent around the grain, and in the middle is nice and white. So that's mean that it's ready. Straight away, we're gonna add the wine flavor. Smell is amazing. Okay, now, little by little, you're gonna have to add the stock. I'm using hot vegetable stock, and the key is to add it gradually. Add a little, let it absorb, then repeat until the rice is thick and creamy. For extra flavor, I'm adding some flat leaf parsley. Good quality rice should take between 16 and 18 minutes to cook. Now, in there, the next thing I'm going to add is my beautiful lemons. So we're gonna start with the lemon zest first. Let's see. Now the lemon zest is gonna give an amazing fresh flavor to the risotto. Soon after the lemon zest, cut your lemon in half and squeeze half of the lemon into the rice. Then add mascarpone cheese. If you don't have it, you can use double cream. Just make sure it's nice and thick. Now the mascarpone is gonna give a fantastic, smooth texture to the risotto. The risotto is getting nice and creamy and white. Finally, season to taste with salt and pepper. And now make sure you let it rest for a couple of minutes, which is going to give you plenty of time to cook the prawns. A little bit of olive oil in there. Prawns will take no longer than 1 minute on each side. Don't overcook them, otherwise they're going to be rubbery. So as soon as you turn them, pinch of salt, and, of course, freshly squeezed lemon juice. Time to plate up this delicious, oozy lemon risotto. And then add the prawns on top. Look at that. This is incredible. Of course, you have the oil and the lemon juice from the prawns. Don't throw it away. Just drizzle on top of the risotto. There you have it, my risotto with fresh lemons and prawns. All that's left to do is sit and enjoy it with Vera and Saria.
Salute prima. Salute. Salute.
A dry white wine will complement the sharpness of the lemon and the sweetness of the prawns.
It's wonderful.
Is it good?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Where are you going next?
I'm gonna go somewhere that I've always wanted to go since I was a little boy. Mount Etna.
Excellent.
That's where I want to go because I think it's gonna be incredible experience up there.
Good idea.